This is cornerback. I have a situation. Somebody tried to kill me.
Jack, is work okay?
Yeah.
Jack Ryan's Shadow Recruit is a thriller starring the handsome Chris Pine and the ever-so-stylishly dressed Keira Knightley. The movie recently had its big international premiere and all the stars were present, including director Kenneth Branagh, who also plays the film's villain. As a veteran director, he knows all the tricks of directing himself.
You try and get as much sleep as you can, and try not to get too schizophrenic. So it becomes a... I've done it many times, and for this one, the part was sufficient size for me, hopefully, to be able to do it and still have time to direct properly.
It was very funny doing all of the stuff when I'm kidnapped with Ken in the back of the car, because that's when I really got to see him act and direct, because he's basically screaming at me and shoving a light bulb in my mouth, and it's all absolutely hideous, and you know, I'm in a complete state, and then all of a sudden he'd go from that and go, okay, ladies and gentlemen, now cut, and well done, that was very nice, are you all right? Okay, I'll pop out of the car, and you'd just be like, that's schizophrenic, that's amazing. Jack?
I have to go to Moscow.
Why don't you want me to come?
Because I'm gonna be working the whole time.
In the movie, Keira plays the wife of Chris's character, Jack Ryan. Jack secretly works for the CIA, but can't tell her about it. And when he discovers a Russian plot to crush the US economy, Keira winds up in trouble as well.
I've never read the books actually, which is terrible, but the movies, it's always like that really great, rattling great yarn, brilliant thrillers, very exciting, lots of action-packed, you know. I think that's the key, and he's always that kind of quite reluctant hero. He's that sort of, he's more brains than he is brawn, and he sort of always gets dragged into it. So it's more of the kind of what happens when the everyman gets put into this scenario, which is always quite interesting.
I felt really supported by the actors around me, Kenneth Branagh, who directed the film, and Kevin Costner, who's standing right next to me, and Keira Knightley, and it's such a good, strong bunch of people. That's how I think as an actor you protect yourself, as long as it's a collaborative art form, so as long as you collaborate with the best, you're in good shape.
I'm a little proactive in this movie. I get out from behind the desk, but he does the heavy lifting there.
You know, you sold this as an office job.
Why don't you sit down? Now talk me through your very scary scenario.
Keep in mind, I don't have your PhD.
Tokyo, London, the United States. It's gonna be a wipeout. We'll never see it coming.
You're not just an analyst anymore. You're operational now.
Jack Ryan's Shadow Recruit has its fair share of romance, but lots of action as well. Chris Pine worked so hard on the film that he broke his finger on set.
I did. I broke my finger in a very unromantic, unmasculine, sort of kind of throwing a big haymaker, and then my finger exited my fist and flicked a piece of clothing on the guy, and it shattered.
What are you doing here?
You lied to me for 3 years. Somebody
Come on, of course not.
Can we have a minute, please?
No. This is geopolitics, not couples therapy.
Really fun, it's really action-packed. It'll be a very good 2 hours of your life spent in a very exciting way.
It's like the American James Bond. That's the only way that I can describe it.
Catch Jack Ryan's Shadow Recruit in a cinema near you.
What the hell is going on here?
Sometimes the ones closest to us are the ones we should trust the least. We all have our secrets.